What? What you mean you have a girlfriend? Hi guys. I'm so freaking excited, first of all, to even be filming a video because it's been a minute. And what can I say? If I say that I'm back, you guys are gonna be like, oh, she's lying. She's gonna go MIA for another month. Possibly. I might. But I'm filming now, and that's what matters. So, hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. So, today, I wanted to do something spicy, something interesting, something for you guys to possibly just laugh at me because thinking back on it now, I'm so dumb. Like, I am so stupid. I'm just so dumb. Well, I used to be, not no more, but I'm so dumb. As you guys can see by the title, this video is my side chick story. And am I happy about it? No. Am I still mad about it? Absolutely not. I don't give a shit. But it's just so funny, and me and my friends laugh at this story all the time. So I just thought that I should just bring it to YouTube. This happened over 4 years ago now, so it's just comedy at this point. So I just wanted to bring it to you guys so you guys can also laugh at me and tell me how stupid I am. But Shinseer brought out a song called the Side Chick song, and this song made me laugh so much because it reminded me of the time of when I was a side chick. As a disclaimer, I don't care about these people. I don't talk to these people. I'm not looking for drama with these people. I'm not going to be calling real names. If you know, you know, but you probably won't know. Yeah, I'm not calling real names or anything. So whoever wants to come out, and if you guys do and post this video saying that I'm talking about you, then that's on you because I didn't call your name. You're only making yourself look bad. And yeah, that's just my quick little disclaimer. So grab your snacks, grab your hot Cheetos, grab your wine, grab whatever you want to grab. Ooh, I'm 21 now. I should go get a beer. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with my Corona. Ooh, there's a coronavirus out, huh? Well, and now that I have my beer, we can go ahead and start the story time. Oh, and one more thing, if this is your first time on my channel, hi, how are you guys? My name's Lea. Make sure you guys go ahead to like, comment, and subscribe. There will be way more videos coming up very soon. Also, let me know what you guys want to see down below. And also, don't forget to click the bell button beside the subscribe button to be notified every time I upload a new video. The YouTube algorithm is literally shit. So if you guys want to be updated on my videos to see when I post, make sure you guys go ahead and click that bell button to notify you every time I upload. Let's just get right into this effed up story because I'm a joke. Man klong. Man klong. Joke. Anyways. Alright you guys, so this story time goes back to, I want to say 2016 or 17. I was 18 years old at the time, and I was not fresh out of a relationship. My first boyfriend, I pretty much had him for 6 years. Really cool person, really cool guy. Not a big deal. Yeah, he was my boyfriend for 6 years, and then after me and him broke up, after a little while, I kind of started meeting new friends, and all my new friends that I was meeting were from the same, all my new friends that I were meeting was from the same country that I'm from, which is Belize. So I was getting close with all these people, and it was a good time, I'm not gonna lie. Like, your girl was having fun. We would always have parties at my house. We would always be doing underage drinking. I'm not even gonna lie. I do not condone that. We're 21 now. Cheers. We can drink whenever we want to now. But yeah, so we'd always have parties or whatever, and I ended up becoming friends with this girl. She's very significant in the story, so we're gonna name her Melissa. So me and Melissa ended up getting super, super close, and I started getting close to Melissa's entire family. And so one day we were just having I was talking to a guy at the time, and this guy was from my college, and it wasn't anything serious. Me and him were just like cool, hanging out, friends, and of course my mom knows about all this, so Mom, you know who I'm talking about. But yeah, so me and this guy were really cool, and so I sent Melissa a picture of this guy. And so Melissa was like, oh my god, like he looks like my best friend. And I was like, he does? I was like, but keep in mind this guy was cute. I was like, what does your best friend look like? You know? I was like, who that? So Melissa sends me a picture of her best friend, and I was like, oh, he's cute. Like, you know, like typical light-skinned guy, tall, colored eyes, curly hair. I was like, oh, he's cute. And so she sent him a picture of me. Melissa basically set this up. Melissa sent him a picture of me and said that I thought he was cute, and then she sent me a picture of him and said that how he thought I was cute. So yeah, she basically kind of set that up to kind of get us talking. This is the guy we're talking about the whole story. So let's name him let's name him Cole. No, that's a whack name. Let's name him Dylan. I don't know where that name came from, but anyways, so Dylan and I started following each other on Instagram, and I remember the date so clearly because it was my dad's birthday that day, so April 5th, and me and Dylan started talking. And it was like cool conversation. Like, he was a cool person. We would just go back and forth. He was 21 at the time, I think, or 22, and I was 18. So that was like my first boyfriend, or like first guy I've talked to that was over age, I guess you can say. And yeah, so everything was cool. The first week we started talking. We didn't hang out or anything because he had went to another state, and I was just like really hanging out with my friends. Like, I was 18 at the time. I wasn't really worrying about no boy. I was just having fun. Like, I met a lot of fun people at that time. Like, I was just having a lot of fun. So let me zoom you guys in a little bit. I think that's better, yeah. I was just having a lot of fun. So I wasn't like kind of worrying about it too much, or like putting too much thought into it. I was kind of just like, oh, I met this guy, he's cute, he's cool, and so we just started talking, we just started vibing. And so yeah, everything was super, super cool. So I think about, I want to say 2 weeks later, or like 2 or 3 weeks later, me, Melissa, and Dylan went out. We went to hang out. This was the first time I was meeting him. So I go to Melissa's job. I take an Uber to Melissa's job, and me and Melissa are just hanging out, talking or whatever, and then he texts Melissa and tells Melissa that he's here. And keep in mind, like, I'm nervous. I never met this guy before, and I didn't know what to expect from it. So I was super nervous. So I went outside with Melissa, and like I was shaking because, like, I don't know, I was just stupid nervous. And so we like walked up to each other. My first impression of him was, whoa, he's super tall. And we walked up to each other, we hugged, and like everything was cool. And then he was like, we walked back into Melissa's office, and me and him sit on the couch, and she goes and finishes up her work for the day so we can all go hang out. And my hands, you guys, were shaking, and I don't know why, but he was like, why are you shaking? Are you nervous? Like, he was being so cocky, and I was just like, no, I'm not nervous. Like, you know, it's whatever. I was kind of uncomfortable in a sense. And when I'm uncomfortable, I get really like shaky, and I shut down. So I was just pretty much uncomfortable because it was my first time meeting this person. And so yeah, Melissa finishes up her work and we all get into her car. So we're in her car and we're all just talking and laughing and just like trying to have a good time. And the first time, you guys, being in the car, he like tried to hold my hand and, you know, like be all in my face. And I'm not about that. Like, I wasn't about to like let this guy, the first time I met him, all in my face and holding my hand and stuff. So I was kind of just like taken back a little bit. But anyways, so we went, I don't remember where we went that day. I think we went downtown LA to like help her sister find a dress or something. I honestly don't know what we went to go do, but I was just, I don't know, like I was just chilling. Like I was just walking and I kind of stuck more to Melissa than I stuck to him, just because I just didn't know how to feel. Like, this is my first time doing something like this at 18 years old. So, yeah, after that, they dropped me off at home and me and him continued to talk and everything was cool. And like, we just kept on hanging out and FaceTiming and calling each other. And, you know, like at some point I actually started to like, what did I name him? Dylan? I actually started to like Dylan. Like, I thought he was a cool ass guy. So, we would always like hang out with Melissa and all of us, and even though like me and him were talking, like I guess we were in the talking stage, getting to know each other, this guy never ever 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 asked to take me out on a date. He never asked to go grab lunch. Not even that. Like me, you don't have to buy me anything. You don't have to like spend money on me for me to consider it a date. Like, we can go take a walk in the park, or like just go sit down somewhere and have a conversation, or like, you know, never ever 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 even put the effort or time into even asking me out on a date. And I should have known like that was a red flag, but keep in mind at the time I was 18, so like I don't know. And you know, like when you're younger, you don't want to tell your mom everything, and you know, like, yeah, so I was just being really, really stupid. And months went by of me and this guy talking and hanging out, and I met his friends, he met my friends, constantly around each other, talking every single day, like seriously every single day. And like nothing was happening, like nothing was coming out of it. It was kind of like a situationship in a way. Like, I saw it going nowhere. And it came to the point where I would ask him like, okay, we've been talking for 5 months now, like why have you not made the move to make me your girlfriend or anything like that? And his response every single time was always, I'm just trying to work on myself. Like, I'm just trying to get to know myself better so I can give you better. And keep in mind, my first boyfriend, me and him broke up because he wanted to work on himself. And like that just irritated me, I guess, because the last relationship I just got out of, he was telling me the same thing. Like, I just want to work on myself, I want to make myself better, I wanted this, I wanted that. So I was just like, all right, whatever. So let's fast forward maybe like a month or two. Me, all my friends, my aunts, and all of us went to like a club. And it was an 18 and up club, obviously, because I got in. And I invited him to come, and he brought his best friend. So we all meet up at my house, and this is the first time that my mom meets this guy. And the first thing my mom literally looks at me and tells me, she's like, no. She's like, absolutely not. And you know me, like, you know us girls, like, we're young, and I was just like, Mom, whatever, you're tripping. Like, that's my boo, that's my baby. Like, don't mess with me, don't mess with him, like, you know? And so, my mom was just like, I don't know what you're doing, Leia, but whatever. So we all went out that night. Like I said, everything was so cool, super chill, like, you know? So we're gonna fast forward again. We're gonna fast forward probably like, where are we at? April, January, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Let's fast forward to about September. And keep in mind, this is 5 months of talking, going back and forth and all that. Like, I just kind of felt like, we already so far into the talking stage. Like, I was kind of just like, what more do you need to get to know about me? Or like, what is it more that you need in order for us to keep this thing pushing? I just felt like my time was being wasted, you know? So we had a bonfire at the beach, and him and I stepped to the side and we went to go talk and sit down at the bonfire so we can like literally have a one-on-one conversation. And his thing always was, I'm just trying to work on myself, Lea. Like, why are you forcing it? Why are you pushing it? Da da da. And it's like, it's not that I was pushing it. I just felt like my time was literally being wasted. Like, it was going absolutely nowhere. And the thing is that I didn't understand is that he made it seem like we were working towards a relationship, but he wasn't taking the steps in order to do that. You know, it was kind of just like, I don't know, like I just felt like, I don't know, I just felt like my time was being wasted. Anyway, we had that conversation at the beach, and he just kept on telling me, like, I'm trying to just work on myself, like, I'm trying to become a better man. Like, how do you expect me to be a man to you if I can't even be a man to myself? Like, I'm worrying about my job, I'm worrying about this, I'm worrying about that. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. Like, you know, I understand that. What can I say about that, about somebody that wants to be a better person for themselves and for me, you know? So that actually made me like him more, because I was like, wow, like, he's actually taking the steps to be a better person in order for me and him to work out. And so I want to say maybe like 2 weeks later, him and I were hanging out, and so he posted me on his Snapchat story. So I was kind of just like, okay, like, he posted me on his Snapchat story, like, all his friends are seeing it. Like, maybe he really isn't, like, maybe he really is trying to take me seriously. Like, maybe he really isn't talking to anybody else, or like, it's not that big of a deal, you know? And I'm just tripping. So I want to say maybe like an hour later, he goes to his friends list on Snapchat and tell me why every single friend on his Snapchat was blocked from seeing his stories. Every single person was blocked, you guys, blocked from seeing his stories. So I thought that he was there posting me on his story and like, like, this is my girl, da da da. No, nobody was seeing it. Everything was blocked. Everybody was blocked. So I was just like, I saw it, like, I peeped it, and I was like, why do you have everybody blocked? And he was like, oh, I don't know, like, he said it a little bit. He's like, I don't know, like, my Snapchat's acting weird, like, my Snapchat just did that. So at that point, I was kind of just like, yeah, take me for idiot. Like, you're not gonna do that to me. You're not gonna take me for a dumbass. So I looked at it and I was like, oh, okay. Like, I just kept it pushing, try not to pay too much attention to it. And then let's say about another week later, another incident happened. And this is the incident that I remember so specifically because it bothered me so much. And it was one of those gut feeling incidents, and you guys are gonna see why a little bit later in the story. It was like a gut feeling. So he goes an entire day without speaking to me. Not even a good morning, not a good afternoon, not a how are you, not even a, oh, I'm busy, like, I'll talk to you later. Nothing, none of that. An entire day without saying a word to me. And keep in mind, that felt weird to me because this is somebody that I'm talking to constantly, every single day, 24/7. And you're gonna go an entire day just not talking to me. You're just gonna go MIA on me. So that was really, really weird. And so later that night, he texted me and he was like, oh, one of my friends passed away and like I just wasn't having a good day. And I was like, I'm sorry, but you could have came to me and at least let me know that, give me a heads up so I can at least try to comfort you or like be there for you, you know? And so like, I don't know, it was just like really, really weird and uncomfortable. Oh, I'm missing out a whole piece. Keep in mind, you guys, this guy was a freaking bum. I would always have to call his Ubers for him. I would always buy food. I would always like pay. We went to an escape room once. I paid for the escape room, and escape rooms are not cheap. So like so many things like I would have to pay for. And there's this one time where he had like a photo shoot or like a modeling thing, and his mom, he has to ask his mom for money to Uber, and his mom told him, no, why don't you ask your little girlfriend? And he asked me for like $100 to Uber all the way to freaking Burbank or wherever it was from Mid-City LA. That's where I lived at the time. So like, keep in mind, he's never taken me on a date. He's never did anything for me. Not that you need to do something for me to like, for it to have any type of validation, but he didn't do it all. Like, he was a bum. And so keep in mind, I'm 18 years old, you're 22 years old, you have a whole job. At the time I wasn't even working. The only money I was making was from like YouTube or makeup or whatever I was doing at the time. So it's kind of just like my little money that I had, I was still helping him out because I liked him so much. And so, like I said, back to the day where his friend passed away or whatever. If you guys hear music in the back, it's because I'm not the only one here, so I'm sorry. But yeah, his friend passed away or whatever, and I felt, of course I felt bad, but keep in mind also, I never saw no receipts of anybody passing away. None of his other friends posted it. They post everything. None of his other friends posted it. He didn't even post it, nothing. So I also, to this day, I still think that was a lie as well. And if it wasn't, I'm sorry, but I also think that was a lie. And anyway, so later that night, I got a Snapchat from him to my phone, and like his name popped up, and I clicked on it, and it was a picture of him. Like, let's say me and you are sitting across the table, and I take a picture of you. So somebody took a picture of him and put a bunch of heart eyes on it and sent it to me. And like, in my soul, I felt like something was wrong. I was like, what the hell? I was like, no, this makes no sense. So I screenshotted the picture and I sent it to Melissa. And Melissa would always like try to talk to him for me, or like talk to him about me. And Melissa would talk to him on the phone and have me on mute on the other line. So like a three-way call, so I can hear the stuff that he's saying about me and like all that. And Melissa would always tell me his business. Like all the stuff he didn't tell me, Melissa would tell me. And one thing I could tell y'all, do not date your friend's friend or your friend's best friend, or like don't do that. Or if you do, don't bring the friend that brought you together in the middle, because it's a recipe for disaster. Like, it's never gonna go right. So yeah, I sent the picture to Melissa, and Melissa was like, what the hell, is he with another girl? And I was like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I think that he's with a girl. And she was like, no, Leia, there's no way that he could be with a girl. And so we both call him, and he shuts off his phone, takes his phone off, like off. And then we then like I blow up, I start texting him. I'm like, what was that about? Like, that was so weird. And keep in mind, I'm not the type of person to go off. I'm very calm, cool, and collected. I don't let people bring me out of my character. And if you bring me out of my character, you have to, one, really hurt me, or really piss me off. And I didn't get out of character. I was just like what is that? Like, what's that about? And so maybe like an hour or 2 hours later, he gets home and he calls me, and he's like, he cusses me out. He's like, what the hell is your problem? That's my mom. I was teaching my mom how to take Snapchats. Like, you're tripping. Like, I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, how would you even think that of me? Accuse me of being with a girl. You know, I only talk to you. Like, gave me the whole 9 yards about how it was his mom that he was helping to use Snapchat because she didn't know how to use it. Anyway, so we ended up getting past that, and maybe like a week later, you guys, he asked me to be his girlfriend. And so I was like taken back a little bit, but of course I still said yeah because I liked him a lot. So he asked me to be his girlfriend, and I said yeah. And you guys, literally maybe not even 3 weeks later, I get a call from him. And while I was his girlfriend, like, everything was the same. I mean, I guess we were still chilling and vibing, and like, it was so cool. Me, him, and Melissa would still hang out together. Like, you know, it was always chill, I guess. We never fought. We never had problems like that. So it was never like a super big deal. But about 3 weeks later, I get a call from him. And he calls me and his voice is like shaking, like literally shaking. And he's like, I need to talk to you. And I'm like, okay, about what? And he's like, are you by yourself? I was like, no, I'm with my mom. Like, I was laying right beside my mom. And he was like, well, can you go to your room so I can speak to you? And I was like, yeah, sure. Me and my mom were watching a movie. So I told my mom that I was going to go speak to him. And then I got up and went to my room. And so he's on the phone and he's like he can't speak. Like, he can't get it out of his mouth. And I was kind of just like, what are you talking about? You know, like say it. And he was just like, I don't know how to say this, but the whole time me and you have been talking, like ever since we met, I had another girl. And I was like, this mother, what? I was like, hold on. I was like taken back. I was like, keep in mind, I was 18 at the time, full of emotions and hormones and growing up, and I was like, I'm being cheated on. Like, I was a side chick the whole time. And so I was like, you had a girl? And he was like, yeah, I had a girl the whole time. Me and her used to always, like, you know, hang out and da-da-da-da-da. And I was just like, what? Like, what? Like, are you serious? What? Hold on, y'all. What? What you mean you have a girlfriend? I was like, what you mean you have a girlfriend? And he was like, yeah, I had a girlfriend the whole time. And he was like, you know what, like, I'm at the gym right now. Like, I can't talk right now. Like, my chest is so tight. I don't know, like, I don't know how to feel, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, boy, if you don't get off my phone right now. And so I hung up on him. And I cried. I was sad, you guys. I was like, wow, I was played. Like, he had a girlfriend the whole time. And so I want to say not even 5 minutes after we got off the phone, I got a text to my phone. No, an email. It was an email. I'm going to put the email right here. I want to see if I can block out some stuff out of it, but I'll put the email right here. The girl emailed me. And let me pull it up so I can read it to you guys. Hold on. The email says, I just wanted to let you know that we were talking to the same dude at the same time. In no way did I ever know he was talking to someone else. I just know if it was me, I don't want somebody to tell me that my man or boo was speaking with someone else. I'm sorry if this caused you pain, and I know that you deserve someone who will claim and really treat you right. I have the facts and the receipts, so if you need them, I have them. Sorry I had to come to this. Which was very nice. I'm not the type of girl that will be mad at the other girl if my man cheats on me, because at the end of the day, she doesn't owe me any loyalty. It doesn't matter if she knew about me or if she didn't. She doesn't owe me anything. He does. So I wasn't mad at her. Me and her had a nice conversation. She sent me all the pictures, the videos, the Snapchats, everything. And out of all the stuff this girl sent me, remember how I told y'all that he made me feel like shit and made me cry? It made me cry because I was tripping over a Snapchat that was sent to my phone by his mom. It wasn't from his mom. It was from her. So that gut feeling I had the entire time about him being with another girl was real. And this is why I say trust your gut. If your gut is telling you something, ladies, it is real. And I don't advise you to go off about it if you don't have the proof or the validation, but I promise you that when your gut is telling you something, that's because that's how it is. Simple. Because every single time after him that I've had a gut feeling about something, it always came to light. And it was, sorry, my camera cut off, but I think I was telling you guys how your gut feeling is always right. And let me tell you, like, when you have a gut feeling about something, it's always right. I promise you. Don't act out or act accordingly until you have the validation, but I promise you that it will come out. It always does. It always does. So anyway, yeah, I feel like that's the only picture and video that really got to me, just because like you lied to me. I asked you about it, and at the time I wasn't even your girlfriend, and like at the time I wasn't even like really your girlfriend yet. So you could have been honest with me and just told me like, you know what, yes, I have somebody else. I would have definitely left him alone and be like, bye. But I mean, I guess that's what he was trying to avoid. He wanted both of us, and he wanted his cake and he wanted to eat it too, and that's not how that works. So after that whole incident of me finding out, me having the conversation with the girl, I went off on him. Like, I told him how I felt. I told him how rude it was and how disrespected I felt and how just nasty, and it was just like really, it was like a really degrading feeling. And I feel like when ladies, like when you get cheated on, or when your man has somebody else and you find out about it, it's a really degrading feeling, and it's a really hurtful feeling, especially when you feel like you and this person have been honest with each other, and you know that you've been honest with this person, and you feel like this person has been honest with you as well. It's a really hurtful feeling, and it's a feeling that I definitely never want to feel again, because it did hurt. Like, I'm not even gonna sit here in front and be like, oh, I wasn't hurt, like I was a side chick. No, I was hurt. Like, I was really hurt. And so we broke up, and I was still cool with him because I'm the type of person where no matter what, like, I'll still try to get along with you. Like, I'll still be there for you. If you need something, you can hit me up. And so me and him were still friends. And so now this girl, we're gonna call the girl that he had the girlfriend the whole time, we're gonna call her Ashley. Ashley had the audacity. Me and her were cool. Me and her were super cool. We had a good conversation. Ashley had the audacity to flip this shit around onto me. And she ended up getting a new guy that she was with. And like, they broke up and me and him broke up, but me and him were still cool. She ended up getting a whole new guy, and so I guess like she started making fake text messages, starting to like stir the pot, try to start drama with me, and just try to really do the most, and try to like, I guess she was upset that me and him were still friends and still cool, and like her relationship was ruined. But at the end of the day, I was stupid too for still having him in my life and still forgiving him and accepting him as a friend. And she like started just like a whole bunch of shit, and I guess he started getting threats from his from Ashley's new boyfriend, and he blamed the threats on me. He was like, you see, this is the reason why I can't do this shit, da 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 da. Like you started this, you had to talk to her, and you had to get the receipts from her, da 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 da. And how now I have to start carrying a gun on me because my family lives in this house. Like, he's saying how he wants to pull up to my house. If my family dies, it's on you. That's your fault. Like, he tried to put all of that shit on me, y'all. And I was just like, you're the one that cheated. You're the one that put yourself in this position. You're the one that made me a side chick, not willingly, because I would never willingly be one. But you put this on yourself, and you're mad because why? I don't understand. Dylan, to this day, Dylan, I still don't understand. Why are you mad? Why were you mad? Why were you mad? It was your fault. You're the one that had a whole girl. And so I think after that situation, it's still kind of like hazy in my mind a little bit. After that situation, we kind of just like, we got in this big argument. And like, after he put all that stuff on me, we got in this big argument, and then we ended up just splitting ways. He blocked me off of everything. I blocked him back. Me and him never talked again after that, ever. I never tried to hit him up. Okay guys, so I definitely forgot a huge part of this story. Remember how I told you guys I became friends with a lot of people from my country? me and those people ended up falling out just because we just couldn't be friends, I guess you can say. And the girl that was my best friend at the time, her and Dylan hated each other, talked so much crap about each other, didn't get along at all. Me and this girl fell out, like stopped being friends in like July or something. And of course, me and Dylan were still talking. And me and her were like, we'd stop being friends and be friends and stop being friends. Like, we were kids. So, yeah, it was like super, super weird. And literally, her and Dylan would like talk shit about each other 24/7. Like, 24/7 talk shit about each other. And the crazy part is that when me and Dylan stopped being like together, all of them would hang out with each other and try to rub it in my face. They would talk mad shit about me on Twitter, yo. And like, just talk mad shit about me. Like, I wouldn't even be saying nothing. And they would just be talking mad shit about me on Twitter, going back and forth, trying to get a reaction out of me. Him talking about, oh yeah, I left her. Da, da, da. No, you didn't. I left you because you were a weirdo. So yeah, I just forgot that part of that story. And it's like 11 o'clock at night. My eyelashes already came off. My eyebrows half on. I'm recording from my phone. So yeah, I'm gonna go add this clip in and back to the story. He tried to hit me up through a friend once and I was just like, skirt. Like, no, you're not about to talk to me. Never ever talked to him again after that day. Me and Melissa are not friends to this day. For that whole reason, Melissa kind of just sided with him. At the end of the day, that was her best friend, so it is what it is. And then Melissa just came with like a whole bunch of other drama. And yeah, me and Melissa aren't friends. I don't speak to Dylan. I don't speak to Ashley. Literally nobody. Everybody's blocked. Like, I just don't have the time for it. Except Melissa. She's not blocked. But I just don't have the time for it. Yeah, you guys. And that's pretty much the story of when I was unwillingly a side chick. And is it one of my proudest moments? No. But was it a learning experience? For sure. So yeah, if you guys want more story time videos like this, then you should just let me know and I'll definitely have more. I have a lot of stories for you guys. So if you guys like videos like this, definitely let me know down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for 16,000. We're on our way to 20,000. Let's try to get our subscribers up super fast. Don't forget to turn on my post notifications because like I said in the beginning, the algorithm is super shit. So I definitely want you guys to be seeing my uploads and when I post. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys in my next video.
Me a wife in a whole side bitch position. This is my style and that's how me can. Be up in my feelings for your next girl, man. We know it wrong, but